they may think of weak, dependent women, or maybe even promiscuous and whorish women. There may be a few who automatically think strong, educated, independent women, but compared to the world's population, that number is small. What people often fail to realize is that black women are just like any other race. Sure, we have those who lack in education, don't treat their bodies respectfully, but don't all races have those kinds of women? The way a person acts has nothing to do with the race, but it has all to do with how they were raised. Were they raised in a ghetto, or were they raised in a gated community? Were they teased growing up, or were they liked by everyone? Was there enough love to go around, or was someone always crying? All these are factors of someone's behavior now, not the race. People these days fail to realize that every race can act just as bad as black people, but when they do see other races acting out, they say, oh, they were upset, or something like that. But when it's a black woman, it's because they're black. For example, Lifetime's pregnancy pack basically praises the fact that young people are pregnant. It had many young people in high school trying to get pregnant, which was a true story. It had MTV's 16 and Pregnant television show also glorified young teenage girls who were pregnant. Pretty good at it. Now, Pregnancy Pact had no black women on it, and 16 and Pregnant features a predominantly white cast, yet black women are always the first group of people to be accused of childhood pregnancy. Now, we're going to speak with Jasmin.
Now, we're not saying that all black women are strong and independent, because then we'd be lying. But we all used to be strong. During the time of slavery, black women had to work hard every day. Black women in slavery were in charge of tending to children, picking cotton, cooking for their families, cooking for their master's family, cleaning their master's household, making sure their household was tidy because no one wants a dirty wife, washing clothes by hand, being a mother to their children and their master's children, and making sure their man was happy at the end of the day. Now that, my peers, is a strong woman. And that's not even a half of it. That's a strong woman no matter the race. If one person has the ability to do all of these things, I applaud them. But today, of course, no one will be hand-picking cotton or tending to their master's children. There are still black women out there busting their butt every day to make sure that their children have what they need. Women who work to the night shift so they can be there to walk their children to the bus stop every morning. Women who save money from July to pay for Thanksgiving. Women who work 2 and 3 jobs just to support themselves and their families and don't rely on a man to help them provide what they need. These women do exist. Both of my grandmothers were proud single parents and made ends meet on their own and even provided a little extra. I am proud to be the son of these incredible women because I know I can't even handle Central and Pep Squad all at once sometimes.
Not only have black women had to struggle with gaining rights as a race, but they also had to struggle with the women's suffrage for the right to vote. And for all the work that women had to do, it is a shame that they could not even vote. The African slave trade began around 1650. The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. Women's suffrage began in 1848 and ended with the Supreme Court's ruling of women having the ability to vote in 1920. The Civil Rights Movement began in 1954 and ended in 1968. This means black women were fighting for equality over 300 years, around 318 years to be exact. There have been strong women who have helped fight for rights that we have today. Off the top of my head, I can think of Harriet Tubman, an Underground Railroad conductor who helped free many slaves, Haley Quinn Brown, a black civil rights leader, and Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, 2 white women's suffrage and civil rights. Susan B. Anthony is specifically a special person because she dedicated her life to fighting for equality for all people in all ways. She spent many of her years traveling the country, speaking out about civil rights and women's rights. Anthony also began petitions and helped to organize women's rights in local areas and creating labor organizations. Because of her major work, She was even honored with a coin, becoming the first woman to be printed on a U.S. coin. This shows that not only are black women strong, but there were and still are some strong women of all races working to make the world a better place. But is their hard work going to waste?
After the hard work that strong women in history have put into making sure that all people have equal rights, is today's generation wasting it away? The way women are portrayed in today's media isn't necessarily glorifying how strong women are, especially black women. When viewing hip-hop music videos, such as Chris Brown's Loyal, the women are portrayed as promiscuous, thirsty females who are not loyal to their boyfriends. But not every song is like this one. Singer Neo wrote more than one song about women who are independent. There needs to be more songs like this, ones that glorify women and doesn't insult them. Yet, today's society accepts it. I know y'all was just jamming the Loyal, but do you really hear what they're saying about you as a woman? We as a unit, all women, no matter the race, should stand up against songs like this. Stand up against all things like this. We are stronger than this. We have been strong for centuries, and we deserve better. It's time that we show the world what we're made of.